Hello. Um, I am on here because I think God wanted me to share something really cool that He's been doing uh, kind of in my life. Um, but it doesn't have to do with me. But it's just really cool and just wanting to show like what God is doing and how He works in very amazing, incredible ways. So I had this friend and like I won't say who she is just in case anyone I know is on here. I just won't say who she is, but she started going down a different path and um it's just no longer in my friends' lives. And that's all I'll say about that. But she like so anyway, she's gone down a different path, I'll say. But what's really cool is that, like, as sad as it is, it's really sad, but what's cool is that God is showing me visions of this girl in a way, and He's showing like kind of what's going on in her life without giving me too much info, because God is actually the best secret keeper. Like, He can tell you stuff while at the same time still keeping secrets. Like, He won't reveal everything. So I'll get to that. I'm gonna get into that now. So He shows me visions of her feet. I'll see her bare feet, and I know that this is her, and I know it's from God, because every time I pray for this girl, which God has wanted me to do, every time I pray for her, I see a vision of bare feet on a path. And so it's being brought to my attention that like God made it aware that that's the path of God, the path of righteousness that Jesus spoke of. And in the Gospels, I don't remember which ones, maybe all the, I know, okay, I don't remember. But Jesus said that the path that leads to life is narrow and the gate is small and few find that path, whereas the road to destruction is wide and many enter it. But anyways, so I see this like little path, and so this, I almost named her. I'm glad I didn't, but I'm glad that I didn't name her. Sorry. But like I'll see her feet, bare feet, and it will show me, like, God will show me whether she is on the path, like He will show me what state she is in. Sometimes she will be, well, at one point I could see her feet were like in total opposite direction of the path, going off the path, like going in total opposite direction, which was sad. And at another point I could see that her feet were actually starting to go on the path and were turned towards the path and walking on it, and confidently, joyfully walking on it. I could sense that, and that was really happy, a really happy moment. That was really good. But then I would see, and I'll pray again, like maybe days or weeks later, and then see like, oh, she's off the path again. And not just that, I would see sometimes she has scars on her feet, and I only see the feet, and sometimes they're scars, and I didn't know what they represented. At first I thought they represented like literal scars. I thought they meant that she was in an abusive situation. I really worried, but I had no reason to worry about that, really. She's not in an abusive situation apparently, so no need to worry. But yeah, so sometimes there wouldn't be scars, which is good, but then other times I would see scars. One time when I prayed for her, I saw like just tons of scars all over her feet. And it's really sad. I didn't really know what they meant, but I knew to just keep praying. And then I had stopped for a while. I had honestly given up. And then recently God was like, don't give up on her. Keep praying for her. I want you to pray for her again. So I was like, okay. And I prayed for her, and I could see her feet, and they didn't have any scars on them. So I was happy. And also her feet were not walking on the path, but they were standing at the start of the path. And they were, starting, like standing at the beginning of the path. And I could see the hem of her dress. She was wearing a pure white dress. So I was like, that is awesome. I think that's a really good sign. And then now when I'm praying for her, I do see a scar now, but it's just one. It's one scar that it is healing. It's on one of her feet. Obviously, it's always on the top of her feet. So I told a friend about this, and she thinks that the scars might represent sin, because that does make sense. It really does, because God told me to pray for this girl, that she would know that it's okay for her to have that scar. And God keeps wanting me to pray for her to just come back to Him and come back home, to come back. He keeps wanting me to pray. Sorry, I had to check something. But He keeps wanting me to pray that for her, and just wanting her to know, wanting me to pray for her to know that, like, it's okay to have that scar and she can move on. So when this other friend of mine, who was good friends with this girl too, said that it might represent sin, I think that really makes sense, because God is like forgiving of this girl's sins and wants her to know that. But I do remember that this girl was very hard on herself. So, but God is saying that, like, there is hope. There is so much hope. And that girl is going to come back. And there's going to be rejoicing. There's going to be joy. So that is really awesome. And I think God was wanting me to share that, just to share with you all, like, the amazing things that He does, the amazing ways He works. He doesn't just work in one single way. He works in so many different ways. He does miracles. He performs miracles. He redeems. He brings revival and renewal, spiritual breakthrough, redemption, like all that. And He can save people. He can bring them back. He can renew everything and give you a fresh start. And when he makes a prophecy, it does come true. And there are other friends who've prophesied that this girl is going to come back. So that is amazing. And it is going to come true if God says so, because He is faithful, He is trustworthy, and everything He says is true. His word always comes to pass, and He stays true to His word. It is trustworthy. So He's doing good things and amazing things, and God is good. So that is amazing. God is amazing. His works are amazing. And He performs miracles. And this will come to pass. This girl will, she'll come back. And there will be hope. There is always hope with God. In Him there is hope. So thank you for watching, and I'm glad that I could share this. So be blessed and know that you can trust God. Okay, bye.